From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from L.A. Israel Abanikanda on the return. Returns looking good so far. And that nearly got him to midfield. He's out of bounds just a yard or two short.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Milton Williams making the stop. No gain, and things looking a lot tougher for them now with 2nd and 20.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And this is a huge loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Rams will take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Able to find Nakua here. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll motion him out of the backfield. quick hitter. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Caught, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Motion man sent left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. On 2nd and 9. Hits him on the out route. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. Running back sent in motion. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A give left side to McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that will set up first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. No surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. I'll talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Back to throw now. Looking right, and he finds him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Continuing to move past the 45. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They kick the running back in motion. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
2nd and 13. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Looking for a throw here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown! The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're
But the
biased.
success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And look at this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
McCaffrey on third down. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's fourth down. They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He throws a bullet to this, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Has it downfield, working the left. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Copy of the goal line. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He's going to field this at the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Looking to the air here. Complete out to the right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, ball at the 36. Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up an LA 1st down. They're throwing it. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Joshua Carty out for the Rams field goal try. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Slide's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He's going to push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Returnable from the 2. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Gets this one to Blake Coro. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the 49ers will go on offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on 1st. Vacates quickly left side. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. This one's caught. Breaks another tackle, but the ball's out. The ball is out. with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Throwing now on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Man in motion, headed right. 3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
On 1st down, they'll run. He's got a gain of 6 there. Bernardo Green with that tackle. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, is training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Short pass caught by his tight end. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They motion the slot man right. Throwing on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Rams are set to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this 2nd half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Another try following the sack. They did it! He made the interception!
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pass play coming here. Catch made over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here's a Conda on the return. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 2. Bails out of the pocket quick. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. 49ers clinging to a 1-point lead. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. And he gets this forward to the 19. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They toss right side to McCaffrey. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Rolling out to his left. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw it. And really, oh, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
As we're into the fourth quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Man in motion here. Setting up to pass. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Receiver in motion, going left. He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. The 49ers only moments away from finalizing this victory as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.